Hey guys, welcome back. It's Low for Low Nose, and it's experimentation day here in the Low Nose Lab. 5 microphones, 1 camera. And none of these microphones are supposed to connect to this camera. What happens? Up next. Okay, so I'm really starting to like doing these experiments here on the channel, and I'm doing this for 2 particular reasons. First of all, I'm trying to increase or improve my workflow for doing these videos. Currently, my current recording system for audio is like a dual system where I record audio from the camera as it's recording the video, and I record my audio separately on a separate recorder so I can get some clean audio. But going to post and kind of lining up the audio and syncing up the audio, that takes up a lot of time, and I'm just trying to find ways to improve my workflow. Secondly, I know that my camera does have a mic input on the side of it. And I know that they sell several cameras out there for cameras like these, so I can get like a, put like a little shotgun on top of the microphone and record my audio. But the thing is, I don't have those kind of cameras. I only have pro level cameras, and and is there any way for me where I can kind of combine those worlds together? Use my professional, no, did I say cameras? My microphones. Use my professional microphones and connect it to my camera. All right, so this is what this is all about. So let's start the comparison. Let's see how these microphones sound when connecting to the camera. And how do I do it as well? All right, so first off to start, you're already hearing the first microphone that I'm using right now. Let me bring it more into play. This right here is the MKH416, a very pro level microphone. And yeah, it's connected directly to my camera. How am I doing this? Well, it's an XLR output going straight from the camera to my Zoom H6 handy recorder. That has XLR inputs, and I am taking a regular standard auxiliary stereo cable that's going from the line out of the Zoom H6 going directly into the camera. So that's how that. We've got the first one done. Would I ever put this microphone on top of this camera? Hell no! You got to be kidding me. But it works, and you know what? If this really comes out sounding good, then I actually just might make an exception. All right, let's check out another microphone. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit bananas. I'm not sure who'd actually want to connect this microphone to a camera, but we're doing it because we can, because that's what the Low No Experimentation Lab is all about. Okay, so this is the Blue Yeti Pro microphone. Now, this microphone is actually being powered through, it's being powered through USB, and it's going straight to my computer. Yes, this microphone does have an option for XLR inputs, and I could have put into my Zoom H6, but I don't have that. I actually have a review on this microphone, so go ahead and check out the card up there on the top. But yeah, okay, so being powered by USB, and the way I have this going to the microphone, to the camera, is I'm using that same stereo auxiliary cable, and I have it plugged into the headphone jack of the microphone, and that's actually feeding the sound of my voice straight into the microphone. How does it sound? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Well, we'll save that for the end of the video. There's still plenty more microphones to go through. But yeah. Whoa, what was that? This is the Blue Yeti Pro microphone being fed directly into my camera. Let's check out the next microphone. Okay, we're moving on up. This is a professional condenser microphone being connected to the camera. Why would you want a condenser microphone connected directly to the camera? Who knows? But we're doing it because we can. This is the AT4040 condenser microphone. And this is being connected directly through XLR to the XLR inputs of the Zoom H6 handy recorder. Once again, that normal stereo auxiliary cable coming straight out from the recorder, coming straight out from the line out, straight into the mic in of the camera. So okay, so that's 3 microphones down. We still have 2 more microphones to go. The AT4040 connected directly into my camera as well. How's it sounding? Let me know. Okay, let's go. Next microphone. Okay, microphone number 4. This is the Audio-Technica 899. This is a professional lavalier microphone, and this lavalier microphone actually connects through XLR inputs. So this microphone is connected to an XLR going straight into the Zoom H6 handy recorder. You see a theme here? This H6 handy recorder is such a freaking badass recorder. It's going straight into the recorder, and of course the line out going straight into the camera. This is, like I said, this is a professional grade microphone. So let's see how it's handling out. I got one more microphone to compare to, and it's another lavalier microphone. Let's see how that one sounds. Okay, so the last microphone of this roundup is the Giant Squid Lavalier microphone. This is an omnidirectional microphone, and this is being connected directly into my Zoom H6, no, my Zoom H1 handy recorder, and that's going into the line in, and then straight from the line out, or the headphone jack of the Zoom H1 is going directly into the camera as well. Now, this is not a pro-level lavalier microphone like the AT89. This one is about maybe like a $50 lavalier microphone, but it's still great and good in its own right. And the microphone itself is not a XLR microphone. It does have those stereo 3/4 inch connections. And if I wanted to actually connect this, I could actually connect this microphone directly into the microphone port of the camera as well. The cord is probably around like 6 feet long, so it'd be perfect for maybe just kind of doing vlogging purposes. Okay, so let's listen to all the audio, and I'm going to come back with my thoughts. What was the best microphone? What was the worst microphone? What impressed me the most, and what kind of broke my heart the most? Okay, I'll be right back with you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I've listened to all the audio and I have thoughts, and I definitely have opinions on what I have heard. But before I go to the microphones, let me talk about the setup just a little more. You know, first of all I did was just use a standard auxiliary cord to actually transfer from the recorder straight into the camera. And it was no fancy auxiliary cable as well. You know, whenever you buy a monitor, sometimes it'll come like a DVI cable, a HDMI cable, and of course it'll come like a stereo auxiliary cable. I'm just using that. There's no special shielding to it as well. I am impressed how with the microphones, the signal was very, very quiet. There wasn't a lot of noise floor. It's not like it was actually picking up a lot of ambiance, but there was just the noise floor on the microphones was very, very silent. Okay, but back to the H6. As you can see, I can actually connect three different. No, I can actually potentially connect 4 different microphones to the Zoom H6 handy recorder, and that will actually let me record 4 simultaneous people or inputs into the camera as well. So the possibilities of that, not having to worry about or deal with 4 different recording tracks, syncing 4 different recording tracks up as well. Just having it go all straight into the camera, and of course having everything leveled out before then, or maybe metering it while they're talking, like a true traditional mixer, is pretty cool as well. And you know, on top of that, it being recorded to the Zoom H6 recorder or the Zoom H1, I can have a double recording just in case something happens to the recording happening in the camera. The camera itself is recording the audio. I can just press record on the portable recorders, and I'm recording 2 separate audios at the same time, both high quality, both exactly the same. One will be like a safety backup just in case something happened. Okay, so let me get to my opinions on these microphones. Let's start off with the MKH416. Super impressed. Of course I should be. It's a professional microphone. But, you know, this microphone being connected to the camera, wow. I mean, wow, audio should not be sounding this great, and it sounds good. And I think I might be leaning more to the side of working with this kind of system. My only gripe is that I got to have this thing kind of hanging over me, and I got to talk to you right there. But, you know, whatever. That's the same system I do for my voiceover vlogs, so, you know, whatever. Okay, so next microphone, the Blue Yeti microphone. This guy right here. I'm not talking about this, still the MKH. This guy super impressed me, especially with how far I was talking, and when I got closer, it kind of sounded full and rich, and all of that transferred directly into the camera as well. So I'm super impressed with that. The AT4040. Whoa, okay. Super impressed with that. Sound rich, full, and all of those characteristics over. Let's be. Crap. Okay, I can't show you the water. But over the actual the simple standard throwaway that came with any kind of packaging, stereo auxiliary cord, all of that rich full sound, it all transferred over that wire straight into the camera, and it all transferred so well. Very little noise floor from any of these microphones right here. Okay, so let's go down. Now let's talk about the AT89, the AT8999, the Pro level lavalier microphone. while it did have the best sound of the two lavalier microphones, to me, in my opinion, the noise floor on that was kind of noisy. Now, I'm kind of surprised that that microphone was actually kind of noisy to that extent. I'm not sure if if it came through on your end, but I have like studio monitors here that I actually listen to, and it sounded pretty noisy for me. I honestly want to say that it's not the fault of the microphone. I think it's just kind of the circuitry of the microphone going to the recorder and then the auxiliary cable going through that. I think maybe there was some kind of way where just kind of added an additional noise that wasn't present, because all the other times I've used that microphone, it's been a pretty quiet microphone. So you know, that maybe that might be something to look into. But how many times I'm going to use a lavalier microphone connected going directly to the camera, I don't know. Still more time for testing. Okay, and the last one, the giant squid lavalier microphone. That one had good. It didn't have a bad noise floor like the Audio Technica, the 8999, but it out of all the microphones, it had the least amount of punch or pop, you know, fullness within all the microphones. But you know, it's a lavalier microphone. They're not supposed to sound amazingly in your face. It's just supposed to clean up good, clean dialogue. Audio. Okay, so one more point I want to make about this entire setup is that the camera itself actually picked up all of the microphones very, very, very hot, and actually had to crank down everything from the recorder to the camera so it wasn't peaking or crunching or just like overloading. I'm not really sure what it is. I took the recording levels from the microphone. I took them off auto, I put it on manual, and I dropped to like maybe like 2 on the volume scale. And just previewing the audio, everything was probably just like hitting around 6, maybe close to 3. So that was just one thing. So I'm not sure if that's a common thing. If you're going to use like a microphone that actually attaches on top of one of these cameras, does it come in hot? Does it come in hot by default? Is that something you have to work with? But I know with me, all 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. 5 microphones. They all came in pretty hot just by default, and just kind of bringing everything down. So that was a little bit. That was just kind of a little thing, but nothing that wasn't too bad as well. It's just, you know, you're just gonna have to do a lot of testing beforehand and make sure where your levels are sitting, and just know what you're dealing with. Oh, and I also wanted to point out earlier, when I was doing my test, the initial test, with all the microphones connected to the camera, in order so I can get like a quick sense of how everything was sounded, I had my USB cord connected directly into the microphone, going straight to the computer. So, you know, whenever I was done recording, I can just, you know, quickly view it on my computer. And initially, in the beginning, the audio files were extremely loud and noisy, and I just thought, man, this experiment is just kind of it's dead in the water. It's dead before we even started. And then it just sounded like there was just a lot of noise just being introduced into the signal. And I know the microphones and I know the recorders are quiet, and it just had me thinking there's something here that's introducing a lot of noise. And I thought off the bat, it's got to be the camera. I know my equipment's good. Why is the camera adding so much noise? So after doing several recordings, I actually decided to, well, you know what, maybe it's the USB cord. And after I took out the USB cord, everything came to a quiet level, what you hear now. Actually, here's a sample of how the audio sounded when the USB cord was plugged in. Okay, this is test number 4 of the Blue Yeti Pro microphone connected to the H6 handy recorder that's connected to the Sony AX53. Okay, super bad audio, right? Super loud, super noisy, not a pleasant listening audio experience as well. Okay, guys, I hope you liked this video. Go ahead, leave a like if you found out it helped you out. Go ahead, subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos. And go ahead, please leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think is the best sounding microphone for this camera? And do you think I should switch from the dual system and just go straight to microphone straight into camera? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Bye. See you in the next video.